Okay, we live. All right, so today I'm going to be talking to you about why you inevitably will be successful. All right, you like what I did there? Inevitably will be. My name is Wally Omotaro, by the way, but very short and sweet. I'm going to keep it, and let's get into it. Before we begin, I'm going to actually be demonstrating with these two items here why you're going to be successful, which is the other way around. So, guess what? Guess what? The moment you decide on a goal and you start pursuing it, you're already a success. And the video, you can click off subscribe. So you're not actually asking, will you be successful? What you want to know is how to deal with your emotional highs and lows. Because that's it. That's the only thing that stops you from being successful is your emotions. You think I'm lying or you think I'm just saying that like some platitude? Okay, when you were a kid, right? When you were a baby and you were learning how to walk, do you think when you fell on your ass, you were like, oh my God, I fell, I failed? Do you think you said that? No, because you didn't have any emotions, right? You didn't have the emotions of sadness and disappointment tied to failure. In fact, failure for you back then was called feedback. Okay, you got feedback on how to walk or how to balance, and you were curious. You were just absorbing the whole experience. So I want you to understand something. This is all you take from today. Your feelings towards failure is strictly yours. It's subjective. You view failure as something to be ashamed of. Okay? So you hear what I say when you being successful is dependent on how you maintain your emotions. So that's what I want to talk to you about. Now I've reframed your question with these two things. So now this is you. Actually, no, this is not completely you. This is you, and this is the avenue you're going to use to get to this. All right. Listen, this is your goal of $100,000. All right, $100,000. You in this bottle. So you get. Okay, pause. That's actually my face serum. So you pretty much get on the avenue and just know something. Every way is the way. You can use any way to get you to your goal. You can freaking write 5 words a day and get to $100,000. There's people who do it. All right. I'm giving you ideas here, but you can do anything. So you just pick something that aligns with your personality, right? So you pick this avenue, you get on it, and you're moving. Bam. You stop. Normally what I find is that the first time you stop moving towards your goal, like the first event, is normally burnout. You don't see any progress. You start getting antsy, impatient. You know what I mean? Like, okay, am I actually going to be successful? That's normally the first thing that stops you. And you see, what has happened is, it's going to start spilling, is that this avenue never stopped. You stopped, but it never stopped going. And people who stayed on that bus, they eventually got to their goal. But you stayed here. You see, what is happening here right now is that, you see, this is your little perspective. This little hole right here. This is all you can see. You see how big this is? All you can see is just this bottom. You're still looking through this, your little perspective. You think that you actually are not getting close to your goal. But you see what it takes is for you to get out of this. Don't be played by the game. Play the game. Get out of this little perspective. How do you do that? You literally come out of the game and you watch it from a wide stance view. Just as how a spectator, or rather not even that, if you're playing a video game, the people who are in the video game, the players in the video game, right? They don't know what is about to happen next, but you do because you're outside of the game. It's the exact same thing. So now, this avenue already got here. So people stayed on it, they got to their goal. So the key is to choose the emotion you want to take throughout this whole experience. And the best emotion to pick, you pick your emotions, is to be excited. Be excited about the whole experience. That's it. That's the key to getting to your goal in the most timely fashion. Because see, think about it like this. Okay, the next bus comes, you get back on there, you're moving. If you stay excited through this whole process, right? What you're gonna eventually do is because you stayed excited, because you're excited because you already reached the goal. You already got to that 100K. So it's not like you're going to get it. It's like you already got it, so you're just excited to watch how it unfolds. So when you get to this goal, eventually you're not gonna be like, okay, maybe you get a little more excited, like, oh my God, I actually see it. You're like all ecstatic and emotional. I got to it. You start telling them how everyone doubted you, right? But you just look at that goal and you pass. In fact, you realize there's a whole like infinite goal freaking mind besides this goal. But the only reason why you can get into that manner is because you were excited the whole way. You're not waiting to hopefully get it. You already know it's there for you. You're just going to see it to move to the next goal. See what I'm trying to say here? The key is to be excited. How do you stay excited when you're freaking minus balance, people are doubting you? How do you stay excited? The only way to stay excited is to come out of the game. It's just to tell yourself, like, okay, this is supposed to happen. I'm supposed to hit all these roadblocks. I don't know where this is. All I can see is this my little perspective here. So I'm not going to get the whole picture. I need to fail so I know what truth is. You see, that is what, there's no bad, or like I just told you, you understand now. There's no good or bad experience. There's only truth. Oh, really? You think, oh, I'm just saying another platitude, right? Okay, assume this. Let's say you just got to Canada, because this is Canada. You just got to Canada, and you're an immigrant like me. You're excited. Oh my God, everything's exciting to you. Everything, everywhere just looks pristine and marvelous. Like, whoa, people live in this place. So let's say you need to go to a office, right? There's no time limit set. You need to get to that office. You've never been on the bus, and you get on the bus, right? This is you. You get on the bus, right? And then you don't know where this place is you're trying to get to. This is the office. You're moving, and then you get off at this stop, right? You stop here, the bus went. You stopped here. And then you realize, like, this is not the right stop. Are you going to get like, oh my God, I failed. It's time to go back home. Or will you just be like, oh, okay, and look around and even enjoy the scenery of this area so you can wait on the next bus? You still have six. You're still excited the whole time. Getting here will make you be excited as well, but you're excited to even be in this environment, to even be taking this step. Next bus comes, you get back on it. Okay, make it stop again. You know what I'm saying? Wrong stop. You're still, okay, you're enjoying the scenery of this area. You get some feedback. Okay, is this other stop? You get back on the bus again. You see, when you get here, you're not going to be that much more excited than you were here. You knew eventually you're going to get here, but the whole journey was what was enjoyable. Think about it. Imagine you're on a bus that doesn't have any windows. Think about that. You're on a bus, it's all just like shut, and you're just like that's not enjoyable. You need to see something. You need to see the scenery. It's the exact same thing. So you need to be completely open to absorb the whole experience of entrepreneurship, of business, sale, whatever, marriage. The only thing you need to know is that you're going to get there eventually if you don't quit, if you don't go back home. Quitting is going back home, going back to where you already, where you've already conquered. You're going back there. That's going back home. That's quitting. Quitting is not going somewhere and stopping there. No, quitting is literally stopping and going back. Okay? It's like you saying everything I've learned in this whole experience was a waste of time, and I'm going to go back to who I was before I knew any of this. Doesn't that sound stupid? So you can never quit. All right? This is not motivation. Whoa. It's like a Shelby. This is not motivation for you not to quit. This is just telling you how to control your emotions, which is to come out of the game. Understand that the whole game is for you to literally fail to know what truth is. Okay? And the best way to do it, and I do it a lot, is this is literally a board. All right? I just like to come out of that, right? Because it's very easy to, I don't want to get too deep here. It's very easy to fall into because a lot of things are illusions, all right? A lot of things are, where I just talked about how failure is illusion. Like you know that this is not no conspiracy theory. You know failure is an illusion now, okay? But it's very easy to fall into that illusion. Why? Because think about it like this. If you know the sky is blue, right, you believe the sky is blue, and everyone around you keeps telling you the sky is red. Everyone keeps telling you the sky is red. Everywhere you go, different city, oh no, the sky is red. If you know your heart is blue, I'm trying to concentrate here. Everyone's opinion starts to affect yours, and you might start believing the sky is red, even though every day you see it's blue, and you're like, did I get this shit fucked up? Right. It's the exact same thing, because if you know this, the only thing that can bring you back into that lower knowledge is everyone else's view. everyone else's opinion. So you always have to come to a place of calm. This is why you need to write your goals down every day. Write what you want to be every day, because you need to get that into your subconscious mind so strongly that people's ideas just like literally bounce off. Because the truth is that you can't really reject anything. If you know those ones where you like someone tells you something, you don't think about it in the moment, but like later on in the day you're like, it comes back to you, like, you know, you're like fighting with that opinion or something, right? It's the exact same thing. But when you are deeply convinced about this whole game, that you know, okay, it doesn't matter whatever is happening, I'm going to stay excited about this whole thing because I know how this whole thing unfolds. I know the journey in this. I know I'm supposed to hit roadblocks and conquer those, if not for anything, for this fact alone, that you also will be in this position to be teaching people with your experience. Simple. I know it's beautiful, right? It is. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to get too deep here. It's a cycle, and you have to stay on the path. You have to stay on the path. You're gonna get there. Yeah, you will be successful now. I know you know that. You know how to control your emotions now. I know you know that. So, be that person that somebody needs you to be. All right. Stay strong.